Okay, ready to learn something new? Let's move on. Many a times it may come to your mind that why do we need mindfulness coach? I'm so good in doing my work. I'm going to office, I'm doing my job. My life is going on smoothly. I'm earning money, I'm spending, I'm going on vacations. I'm taking breaks from my life. I'm doing exercise. I'm doing other activities as well to keep myself fit. Why do I need a mindfulness coach? Okay, you may not need it, but can you answer few questions of mine? And if answer to even one of the question is yes, so I must say that you need a mindfulness coach. Are you suffering from any disease which is arised out of your own unhealthy lifestyle? Anything, diabetes, type 2, type 1, thyroid, blood pressures, high, low, weight gain, which is also coming in the stress related diseases. Are you suffering from any genetic diseases? Are you facing relationships conflicts with your spouse, with your child, with your parents? Since when you had a talk with your parents? A week back, 15 days back, or a month back? When? If it's been long time and even today, if still also not, you don't feel like talking, please find an answer to this. Why is it so? What's going on in your psyche, in your subconscious mind? What kind of social relationships do you have? Do you judge you people around you quickly and then stick to that performa throughout your life? What happens if your junior in your office doesn't say good morning to you? Does it disturbs you throughout the day? What happens if your teenage child speaks against you? What do you do? Do you raise your hand or do you have so much ability to convince them? I'm also a mother of two teenage children. I think that if I would not have been in this segment of mindfulness coach, it would be difficult to deal with them. One 9-year class student of class 9 approaches to me. She failed in class 9th and she said that now I don't want to study because next time also I'll fail. She lost confidence in herself. Motivation zero. This happens with all of us when we face failures in our life. One failure and it becomes a milestone that we either don't have courage to take a step forward or we don't do because our mind gets stuck into the vicious cycle of that previous failure, that if once this has happened to us, this is going to happen with us every time. Do you have any of your story of your life which resembles with this, that at any point of time in your life you stuck at somewhere and you find it difficult to move on? Anything, don't forget to share it with me in the comment box. I would love to explore more on that and I would love to help you. So, the golden nugget for today is to make up your mind and stop attracting negative feelings from the persons and from the universe. Keep your mind on the track that even if something wrong has happened to you, you can still make your life better. You can still improve upon you. You can still do better things in your life. Start seeing the bigger picture. You can still enhance your motivation, your self confidence, your self awareness. Do you know about yourself? To what extent? Do you know yourself 100%? I doubt. You don't know, because you can only visualize what is visible, and what is invisible, which is there in the subconscious mind, can only be observed in the actions, in the feelings, in the reactions, when we react to different situations. Even if a person is very cool in all the situations, the person is undergoing fight, conflicts within the soul. So, definitely, you will be benefited from this mindfulness theory. I hope you'll enjoy it. And the action plan for today is, find out that one moment of your life which has stopped you somewhere in your life to move on further. And don't forget to share it with me. Thank you. Bye bye and have a blissful day.